Hi, how's everyone tonight? I hope I find you all well. Thank you for returning, and hello if you are new. I want to get the moon reading out of the way because I'm going to be busy this weekend, so I'm doing this ahead of time. This is for Moon in Pisces for the collective. Um, this will affect everybody differently. It does depend on where Pisces is in your chart, but it's going to affect everybody. Um, so, you guys, I laid out the cards. You're actually the moon is conjunct Neptune in Pisces. So Neptune is at home in his home sign, the waters of emotion, but it's not just the waters of all the water signs are the waters of emotions. Whereas Cancer, the baby of the water signs, is the shoreline and any water that's affected by the tides. Scorpio is a little bit deeper, a little bit more dynamic. It's like whitewater rapids or lakes or things like that. Waterfalls. I always give the very dynamic, moving water, water that's transformative and never stays in one place. But Pisces is the deep, dark, silent ocean. There is movement down there, but it's very big, and it feels heavy. And people who are not accustomed to being in those depths can find themselves quickly overwhelmed. There's a term called thalassophobic, and that's the fear that you feel down in the depths where you can't see anything, you can't orient yourself any which way. It's very heavy down there, okay? And what kind of creatures exist down in the depths of those kinds of waters? Very very alien looking creatures. So that can be used as an illustration of when you go into the depths of your psyche. Um, the water's so deep that they almost go back to source. Um, it's very foreign down there. Not a lot of people can swim those waters. And boy, when I laid out the cards, man, I don't know who this is for in the collective, but some of us out here are fighting demons with this placement. I don't usually do well with Moon in Pisces. I did a little bit better this time. I'm not sure why. But usually, if the moon is in one of the water signs, I get kind of weepy. I kind of, very very woe is us. Like when the moon is in Cancer, I'm very weepy for myself, like woe is me, I'm never gonna, you know I'm cursed in love, and this, it's all very surface emotions. When the moon is in Scorpio, I do a little bit better because I feel like Scorpio is an honorary fire sign. It's Leo when they're wet. Did you ever try to give an alley cat a bath? That's a Scorpio, a Leo that's gotten wet, and they're pissed about it. But when the moon is in Scorpio, I feel a little bit better because I can burn things down a little, and that's very therapeutic. It's transformative. Scorpio energy. But when the moon is in Pisces, I weep for the world. I am distraught at everything, every bit of bad news that comes through my feed. I feel like, well, that's the end of humanity. It was a good run. There's no humanity left on the planet. So yes, it's very dramatic. I don't do well with the water energy. Anyways, so I laid out the cards here. Well, let's remember that not all messages will resonate for every person. So leave what doesn't resonate now, but keep it in mind because it might make sense at a later time. You are all at different points in the timeline, your timelines, okay? Like I say, I can read the script, but I cannot tell you which character you all individually play or where you choose to stand on the stage, whether you're involved or you're an observer. I can't tell you that. You got to put yourself where you resonate. I can only read the energies. Okay? Now, with that said, I laid out a 5 card spread with clarifiers and a couple more insight cards and some advice cards. Okay, first card we drew for the current energy, we got the Hermit in reverse, Virgo energy. Usually the hermit is alone in his principles, alone in his thoughts, way up on the mountain. The light in his lantern, though, is the light of the higher self. And that's what I was talking about when I was talking about the depths of Pisces. It's following that light. Think of an anglerfish where they have that little blurby thingy hanging off their forehead that's bioluminescent and they're following it, and it's like luring in prey because it's a light in the darkness. And that's exactly what the hermit's lantern is. It's a light in the darkness, but it's the light that leads you back to your higher self. That's in reverse. And when I asked for clarification, we got the devil. That's why I said earlier, man, we're fighting demons out here, okay? The good thing is that the hermit is in reverse. That means he's coming down off his mountain. He's getting out of the cave. He is following the lantern of the inner self, the higher self, and he is now bringing it down. He's rejoining the world. The problem is that you got devil energy on this. This is Capricorn energy, so we've got Virgo and Capricorn right out the gate. Capricorn energy, this is lessons to be learned, okay? This is Saturn. Saturn energy is the Reaper, the Grim Reaper. It's an aspect of death. Saturn comes through as the Grim Reaper to take things that are dead, right? Capricorn, yeah, Saturn. Yeah. Um, Devil energy. Okay, now this is the thing. This has got to do with deep emotions about a love situation. We've got the lovers in some aspect 3 times. Okay? We've got the lovers here on the devil. We got the lovers in reverse over here, and then we've got the lovers here on the uprights. Okay? The one thing I'm noticing about this, however, is that there's this lovers union feels like it's going through some kind of purification. Okay, so here, usually, um, the flow of it will go 6 of Cups, which is childlike love. Then the lovers proper, which is a commitment entered into with good intentions and respect and all the things about love that make you feel light and alive. Okay, all the good things about love. But then the lovers go over into the devil energy, and that's the lovers in chains. It's the relationship after life has tested it a little. It's the relationship after life fucked with it a little. Now you're in this commitment and it's a burden. So that's the usual process. You go from innocence to sincerity, and then, life fucks with you a little bit, and now you're like looking at this person like, who the fuck am I married to? This time it's going in reverse. This time we start out in devil energy. This is a commitment that is sour. It's out of obligation. It's out of, I heard responsibility. This is, well, it says obsession, but lust. I can't read this. Ego. Okay. So, what I'm getting from these 2 cards is that somebody is coming down off of their mountain after realizing that this relationship that they're in is toxic. Okay, this toxicity is now been recognized. Okay, he's there was some in the collective who may have been in an energy of consideration, reflection, really kind of thinking, what the fuck am I doing here? Who is this person? Who am I? What did I get into? This also has a little bit of karma, because Capricorn represents a higher vibration of Libra. For some reason, they both deal with karma. I heard Libra decides the karma and Capricorn deals it. Okay, so here we are in Capricorn energy with the devil. Somebody's getting dealt some heavy karma, or they're realizing that that's what this toxic relationship is. Okay, like I said, Hermit in reverse, you're no longer in your head about it. Virgo energy is very caught in a rut, caught in the the record that just keeps going round and round. They keep replaying things. They're the analyzers, and they in Virgo energy is very prone to getting stuck down rabbit holes. Okay, especially mentally. You're also prone to blame and guilt. That's very Virgo traits, blaming themselves and just wallowing in guilt. And with the Hermit in reverse, it's like you're coming out of that. I think something happened here where you're realizing that the guilt does not lie with you. This relationship is toxic. Then we come over here for looking forward. And you've got the Moon in reverse and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This is fear, you guys. You're afraid. Somebody is afraid that if they recognize the fact that this is toxic, once you recognize something about somebody, you're changed. You don't, I feel like whoever this is not looking at their partner in the same way anymore. And once that happens, there's no fixing that. Once there's an injury there that you finally don't let go, like you can be in a relationship and this person can keep fucking up, and you can be like, well, this is because of that, and that's because of this, and that's not his fault, and it doesn't change how you feel or look at them. But here I feel like there was an instance where all of a sudden you looked at that person and you're like, who is that motherfucker? I do not now feel the same for that person. It's like a shutdown. Okay? And now here in the looking forward section with the Moon in reverse and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, okay. They're telling me this isn't an illusion. This is clarity. The Moon upright, which you've got a lot of repeaters here. You've got the Lovers in some form 3 times, you got the Moon twice, and there was something else. I don't see it now, but I will. One second, please. I paused at 1310 for anyone looking for number syncs. So here we have, again, in the looking forward section, you get the Moon in reverse and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Moon upright means that you're finally realizing things that were hidden, okay? In reverse, in reverse, it actually kind of keeps that same meaning for me. Something has come to light. Maybe some of you in the collective are still in denial about this. But you are realizing that this Ten of Pentacles that you built from the ground up, again, Capricorn energy, this was hard work. And it was long-term hard work. The Ten of Pentacles upright is a stable, loving family, extended family, a legacy. You might be concerned about your legacy, or the condition that the family is going to be in moving forward. This is looking forward position. It's in reverse. And what they gave me, let's not trigger warning, but NSFW warning right now. They showed me the scene in the movie Airheads, old 90s movie, okay? Brendan Fraser. Watch it. It's hysterical. But when they found out that the radio station was changing their format and a bunch of them were going to get fired, the phone girl hung her head and said, all those blowjobs for nothing. So somebody is coming to the realization, even though they may be in denial about it. It's stark there in your face, but you're still saying, I don't want to see it that way. I don't want that to be the truth, but it is. Okay? All that work seems like it's going to be for nothing because you have now come to the realization that this relationship was toxic and you've got to skedaddle. Okay, but with this reverse energy, I feel like there's going to be stagnation here. Of course, that's to be expected from when you get a glaring realization like that. You're kind of like, what the fuck do I do now? Because all this hard work was for nothing. So here in the third position, we've got past influences, and we have a Knight of Cups in the upright and the Four of Pentacles, the miser. Okay, so this is somebody, Knight of Cups upright. He came in, he seemed sincere, he seemed very reciprocal. He seemed very enthusiastic about this love. I'm true, baby. This is, this is forever. Remember, knights come in very dynamic and enthusiastic, but because they're knights, they don't stay. The kings stay. The pages announce that there's an intention. The knight comes in with his proposition, and but they tend to not fulfill that for the long term. The only knight that really comes in to stay is the Knight of Pentacles, and that's because he takes his slow ass sweet time to get there. He is one step away from the King of Pentacles, and that is like a baby emperor. Okay, but this Knight of Cups, he came in saying all the right things, all the love songs, the mixtapes, the flowers because it's Tuesday. Okay, the taking off of work because it's your birthday, surprise, here's dinner, everything was mwah, right? But then it turned into a Four of Pentacles where he was being very, very stingy with his efforts. Okay, this also could have been him hiding money because the Pentacles always deals with money and finances, assets, things tangible things that you can hold and use. And he was holding the shit out of those tangible, um, that money. Okay, he was holding things close to his chest. He may have been keeping secrets, selfishness, and guarded. Okay, so he may have come in with beautiful words and intentions, but he was hiding his true motives. That comes in, I mean, come on, that comes in under the Hermit reverse with on the devil. And here he is as the Knight of Cups. Baby, what is it? Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. It was always, I feel like it was always do for me, he would say. Well, his intentions were like expecting you to do for him, but he was keeping his efforts close to his chest. And I know that sounds like it's contradictory. But what they're saying is that he came in with words and promises. But the reality, that Pentacles energy, was that he was very stingy with the delivery of it. Okay? Here in the near future, we've got the Four of Cups, which is an offer out of the blue of something else, but we've got the Lovers in reverse. Disharmony and hardened hearts. Oh, okay. I see what he's doing. Come on, baby, don't leave me. I promise things will change. Meanwhile, in the back of his mind, he's it's the typical, he's coming in with a fresh new cup. Look at, and you're sitting there at the tree. You've probably been crying, and here's another cup coming in. Like, can you take my cup here? See the cup that he's holding? Hi, for you to see. Look at my love. It's right there. Here it is. And you've got three cups sitting there already. And you're like, do I want to take him back? He's coming in with all the right words, but he's been stingy in the past. And here you are, lovers in reverse. You're disheartened. There's disharmony. Like I said up here, once you have that realization that that person does not have your best interests, they've been lying, maybe they've been cheating. I don't have a three of cups out here, so I don't know if there's been cheating, but with lovers in reverse, remember I said that here we've got the toxicity with the lovers in the devil energy. Now we've got them pure. It's like, yeah, it's like a promise of a new cycle. Okay, but you're not buying it. You're not buying it. Also, with the Four of Cups, I get apathy. Okay, I get that. I really don't care. I don't want to put any more effort into this. This comes after the Three of Cups, and I often, um, so okay, let's think about the cups. Ace of Cups is opportunity out of the blue from the divine. Maybe that's the point where the person says, hey, you wanna go out? I really like you. Maybe it's the first instance of you saying, I love you to each other, something like that. Then you got the Two of Cups, which is entering into the commitment. Then you got the Three of Cups, which to me is the honeymoon phase, where everything is nice, everything is joyous. You're sharing with other people, you're going out on double dates, you're introducing each other to your friends. That's that Three of Cups energy, the celebration after the commitment of the Two of Cups. Four of Cups is the honeymoon is over. And that Three of Cups is sitting on the ground. The party's over, the cups are empty, and now you're sitting with your back to a tree going, it's the night after, right? It's the morning after. You got post nut clarity. The hangover's wearing off, right? And now the divine is offering you to move on to something else. That Four of Cups is that the ace coming out of the sky again. But this time you got the lovers in reverse. This disharmony and hardened hearts. It's like you're not buying this offer again. Mm-mm. Down here in the fifth position, the anchor card, the bottom, you got the Three of Swords. Three of Swords. This is the betrayal. And since it's swords, it's mental energy. So this is all thoughts, fears, doubts, realizations. It's also clarity, it's information, it's decision making, but all of those things hurt. Okay? It's the realization that this was a lie, or it didn't turn out the way you wanted it to. There was some kind of lying going on here. Okay? There was, if not if not right, ugh, if not straight up lying, it was an omission of intent, I guess. Okay? And now here you've got the Three of Swords. That's the heartbreak. You are now in the realization that this is not fixable. And on top of that, you got the Moon upright. Okay? And that is going deep underneath the ego to illuminate the truth that was not out in the open. And that's on top of the Three of Swords. So I asked for a little bit from the Lenormand deck. And the Lenormand I like because when you put them together, you can see a picture, but I only grabbed two. And here you have the fox and the bear. And the interesting thing about that is they both have fish and water in their card. And this is how they come out. They're number 14 and number 15. So they're right together. So if you can see here, you've got a fox on a riverbank, and this fish is jumping out of the water, and the fox sees it, but he can't catch it. It's already jumping away. But where did it jump to? It jumped over here and got caught in the mouth of the bear. Okay? In the last reading, we had a fish in the cup of the Page of Cups, where he dipped his water into the water. He dipped his cup into the waters of emotion, pulled out the fish, and was like, "Hey, what's it look like down there? What's the emotional environment down there?" And the fish comes out and reports, if the emotions are accepting, would be accepting of a new offer. Okay. In that last reading that I did for yesterday, I believe it was the death splits the difference for Leo. Um, the feeling was like, hey, usually the Page of Cups, some readers interpret it as an apology. And he was like, hey, I know that I fucked up, but do you want to give it another try? Or, hey, I know I haven't talked to you in a while, but can we go out to dinner? Something like that, okay? Here we've got the fish back in the water, going upriver. And, oh, yeah, and then the reading before that, I forget what I titled that one, but we had the salmon come out in the Lenormand deck, and the salmon was going up, like going back home, going up, but it's an uphill battle. They always have to go upriver against the flow of water, against where emotion is trying to push them, because they know they're trying to go back to their old home. Okay, here we've got this again. We've got fish going upriver, up a waterfall, up some rocks. It's hard, it's arduous, and not every salmon survives that trip. Here it's like, at first when I saw these two together, I thought you it feels like some in the collective successfully got past a fox energy, which is cunning and kind of like shrewd, but then you got caught up with a bear. Okay, so the fox energy is cleverness, instinct, skill, someone who's shrifty, shrewd, and sly. Now, yes, we've got some negativity here in this toxic relationship. So, but this card didn't come out in reverse. Now, granted, I don't have reversals in the Lenormand deck, but even sometimes they'll fly out and land in reverse, but this one didn't. This one was upright. So I don't really feel like this person who's clever and shrewd and sly, I don't feel like they use that for evil. I feel like this is an upright person. Who I don't trust is the bear. Okay, maybe I'm jaded because I've dealt with bear energy before, but this bear looks pissed. He does not look fun. He does not look loving. He looks very intense and aggressive. And there you are, the little fish, and you're caught in his mouth. But no, it's interesting because the fox energy, which people tend to want to avoid because they're tricksters, it feels more like the positive energy. But the bear here, whose description is strong and protective and courageous and resourceful, he feels like he's the one that's not to be trusted. Okay, he clamped down on you like, you know, you swam past trying to get upriver to something else. You got past the fox and you jumped right into the mouth of the bear. So it feels like The one who isn't to be trusted looks the big protector, and the one that looks sly and shrewd is the one that you weasel past, right? It's like, I don't trust you because I saw you before, and then you got caught up in something else. When I asked for clarity about the fox, I got the Knight of Swords in reverse. This is Libra energy. I also give it a little bit to Aquarius, but the Knight being the middle child, I tend to give to the middle sign. That's Libra energy. So this is a Libra in reverse. This is, oh, it says it's a bully, see? Closed minded, unyielding, and arrogant. So maybe you did skip the right one. And then when I asked for clarity about the bear, I got the Chariot, Cancer energy. So the fox may be air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, possibly mostly Libra, in his detriment. Okay, in not his good energy. And then the bear energy here, we've got Cancer energy as the Chariot, determined movements. Okay. Um, I do love Cancer men. They're a little bit too sensitive for my liking, but they are completely devoted. They are wonderful, sweet, and he's not in reverse. You know, the Chariot is coming, so this may be Cancer energy on the horizon coming towards you. Or since they came out together, I feel like this may be a choice. You got the Lovers 3 times. And the Lovers is always designating a choice. Even when it's in the Devil energy, it's still a choice. Those chains on the necks of the Lovers in the Devil card are not on there shackled tight. They're just laying there like a necklace, and they can be removed at any point. You just have to make the choice to do it. But a lot of times when you're in that devil toxic relationship, it's not that easy. So that's why people stick in those kinds of commitments for so long, because there are a lot of chains on them. But they want me to reiterate, choices are different than decisions. Okay? You make the best decisions you can out of the choices that you have. But the choices that you have are not always your decision. That's the key to that devil energy. You make the best choice, you make the best decision that you can of the choices that you have. But a lot of times the choices that you have were not your decision. And that's the snare that you get caught in the devil energy. But it is a choice. Okay, Lovers in reverse, that's a choice. Here, down here, we're going to get to these cards. Lovers upright, that's a choice. So it's interesting that over here we've got a fox, which you avoided, which was a Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, Libra energy or air general energy, because he was a fucking bully. Okay, King of or Knight of Swords come in again with all the right words. But in the upright, they are telling the truth. They come in with truth. Okay? They come in sincere with the truth. In the reverse, again, I feel like that miser energy. They're not being upright with the truth. Okay? And I think you sense that a mile away. That's why you bypassed that fox. That fish got away. You got away from a Knight of Swords in reverse because he was a fucking bully. But you jumped right into the mouth of this stern-looking protective bear. And now I'm hearing you were very glad to be caught. Okay? Very glad to be caught, even though he's going to eat you alive. In the hot sexy way. He's going to eat you alive. Okay? but it's protective energy. Again, this is like it's resourcefulness, it's preparedness, it's prosperity, courage. He's going to be a breath of fresh air. And he's coming in chariot energy, which makes me think that there could be Cancer placements involved. Determined movement. I love it. So when I asked for some final clarity on this, we got the High Priestess perception and the Lover's upright union. So since this is placed here underneath the Fox as the Knight of Swords in reverse, you got the High Priestess, that's Pisces energy. This is hidden powers, reflection of ideas, knowledge. It says purpose in all the things. Okay, perception. The thing about the High Priestess card is in the Rider-Waite deck, she sits poised between two pillars, okay? And the one pillar is black and one pillar is white. And behind her is the inner sanctum of like a level up in spiritual maturity and knowing, okay? The key to the High Priestess is her position between the two pillars. She's saying that the truth that you need to come to is that the truth is somewhere between black and white. Okay? It's not that it's gray, but you have to take the two and distill them down and figure out somewhere in between the two is the truth. And when you can balance your place in that position, you'll be able to have this deeper perception. Okay? Here underneath this bear energy as in the chariot, this determined movement of this Cancer, you've got the Lovers. You've got you've got another choice of union, matters of the heart, choices, and physical love. So, oh boy, this is walking a gauntlet here. Okay, it was a hard realization. You had to come to some very difficult conclusions. You had to really it was a come to Jesus moment with your own heart. You got the Moon here twice, once in reverse and once in the upright. You got the Lovers here twice, once in reverse, once in the upright. You got the Devil, which is the Lovers in choices all across the board. This time, finally, you've got a good choice to make. And you see the difference. You absolutely see the difference between these two people. Okay? You're leaving behind this Four of Pentacles miser, this King, Knight of Cups that came in with all the sweet words, but he was very stingy with the delivery of with coming with the truth. You know what excuse me. I'm sorry, I stutter terribly sometimes. The shine was off the honeymoon phase right after you realized he was a goddamn liar. And that brought that heartbreak, but at least you had clarity. Okay? You got the heartbreak, Three of Swords with the Moon on top. Meaning that that's that come to Jesus moment where you had to really go underneath the ego. That's where the moon, the sun is the ego. It illuminates what you want to be seen or what you want to see. It illuminates, how did they put it? It illuminates what you want to see. If you don't want to see it, you're not going to see it. Okay? But under the moon, you have to deal with the reality of the things that you hide from your ego. Okay? And that brought that Three of Swords. But then here's the two choices right here, a fox and a bear. And the fox came in as a Knight of Swords in reverse. He's trying to bully his way back in. Okay, but you swerved. Pew, pew, you swerved. You're like, I've seen this before. I've heard this before. You've made these promises before. I'm not a fucking fool. I invested 10 of Pentacles in it and you were the miser and I'm not falling for it again. So you swerved. You went upriver and you got caught by a bear. Bam. Willingly. Nom 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 nom. It's gonna eat you alive in all the good, hot, sexy ways. And he's coming in with a purpose. That's that chariot energy. Now, usually the chariot to me is the potential of movement, but nothing yet, because those sphinxes are still lying down. So it could be that he is in the process of coming towards you, but he's not here yet. Or like others in the collective, depending on where you are in your timeline, he's right at the door. He's right there for you. And like I said, underneath the fox, underneath that foxy, sly Knight of Swords in reverse was the High Priestess card, which is you definitely are coming to the you have that inner perception that that's a fraud. But then coming in under the bear as the chariot energy, you got the Lovers. So there's that choice again. You know, I don't get any energy of a rest in between either. So these two energies could be present now together. Okay, these two could be two choices that you currently have. Because I don't see a breakup and then healing and then, you know, a rest. I don't see that. I see out of the frying pan into the fire. That's why I feel like these two energies are present at the moment. And maybe that's because that Cancer energy coming in, that bear energy coming in with the chariot is like, I feel like dun dun dun, he's finally here. And you're like, baby, I'm coming. Here I am. Whee! You throw yourself at him. It catches you in his teeth, bites down, and it's hot. And hang on. I heard there's finally good choices. This is a good choice, basically. And it's like right back in that lover's energy, you know? There, you had the devil, then you had the lovers in reverse, and now you've got the lovers upright. It's like you're ready. Whoever this is in the collective, when this bear comes through, this sweet Cancer energy, it's like you jump right into his mouth. And it's okay because we got the lovers upright. Okay? So we're gonna get the ancestors and angels oracle card for you guys and start wrapping this up. I hope this is resonating. I hope the messages are reaching you for your highest good. If you are vibing with my content, please take a moment to leave a thumbs up. Share my video. Please subscribe. It helps the algorithm get my content seen. I'm shooting for hopefully 100 subscribers by summer. My goal is to get to 1,000 so I can start doing lives and I can start taking questions in real time. In the description, you'll find my email and donation links. I am open for personal readings and for birth chart inquiries. And for any small donation, I would love to do you a 3-card spread as a thank you. Email, Venmo, and Cash App are in the description. I appreciate any and all feedback, signal boost, or donation. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. All right, angels and ancestors, please give me one for this Moon in Pisces cycle. It's ending, it's going to be ending soon. I caught it at the end of, um, it's in the final 3 degrees of Pisces, and by tomorrow, by the 6th or 7th, it'll be in Aries, and I'll come back and do the Aries reading. But please give me, there we go. The Hermit, wow. Hermit upright this time. Interesting. You got the Hermit twice. There's definite Virgo energy here. And I will put the hashtags for the prominent. Oh, we got two. Ooh, okay. I haven't seen that's interesting. I will put the hashtags for the prominent zodiac placements in the description. First off, we've got the Hermit. And it's interesting because the second card that dropped was one that when I was shuffling a few days ago, it dropped, and I'm like, oh, that hasn't come out, like since I got this deck. This card has been really quiet, and then now, bam, like 3 days later, he's like, oh, here I am. And I'll get to that one in a minute. So we've got first the Hermit. It says retreat and recharge. What did I say before? Where it was like, I see no rest in between these two lovers. I see no recuperation period, no, self-reflection. It's just out of one bed and into another. But here we go. Here's the Hermit. Recharge and retreat. Okay? It says take time to rest and recuperate in order to continue your growth. Benefit from the information that will come directly from your heart space. That's that moon energy that's coming out, and the high priestess. That's a lot of water energy here. It says you've been working hard and you've been working hard and giving your all to your current situation. That's that 10 of Pentacles that's now in reverse. And it may not be, it may become draining and detrimental to your development unless you retreat and recharge your energies. So you're being guided to take a step back at this time. If you're working on bringing something together, your over-involvement could impede the process. So retreat and breathe. If you have something to say or do that could have a larger impact on your life, spend some time in deep thought, even contemplation, before moving forward. Often when we rush in, we don't see how destructive our actions can be. So meditate and listen to your soul's wisdom before proceeding further. It's saying, bitch, take a break for a minute. I heard if you can do that, this Cancer bear energy, he's going to be there. Okay? He's not going anywhere. You can take a breather. Now, the second card that dropped that I was saying, excuse me, he made an appearance in the pre-shuffle a few days ago, and I was like, wow, this card has not dropped out since I bought this deck, and it is a really cool card called the Shaolin Monk. Oh, Shaolin Master. It says be graceful in movement and action. It says slow and steady. Breathe and flow. Take a gentler approach. This is you're being guided to flow like water. What do we have up here but that fish that's in the water? Okay, it's like you're trying to go back to a safe place where you can rest and respawn, basically, right? That's what the salmon does when it goes upstream. It goes up to spawn, but it's returning to a place where the place where he started. So it's like going back, taking your heart back home, right? But you got snatched up on the way, and the Shaolin master is encouraging you. You are being guided to flow like water, blow like air, and connect with your purest intentions, okay? Don't feel you need to rush ahead. A gentler approach will be more fruitful and rewarding. Move with sobriety and grace. Reach high, but ask yourself how you can move with the flow of life rather than pushing against it, okay? That's that whole upriver, against the flow kind of energy that the fish has been in the last few readings. Do you have the capacity to refocus your gaze at this time? Can you slow down or take more time to soften and breathe as you move forward? All of this will be incredibly beneficial for what happens next. Okay, so it's asking you, yes, you have the opportunity to make another love decision, but are you going from one fire to another? Okay. Um, and I get it, man. This is some good energy here in the future. You've come out of something that was a fucking prison, man. A prison on bullshit island. Okay? And on your journey back up the river, trying to, recenter yourself, you got caught up with a bear. But what they're saying is take some time to rebalance, okay? You've made a choice. This lover's union here, it looks good, but it's not going anywhere. So don't jump in full ass, okay? Um, you've got to take some time to heal and get to know yourself again, all right? Because that's one thing that I don't see in this reading. Um, all I see is you coming to the realization that arrangement was um, the previous arrangement was toxic, and that you needed to move forward, and you did, but on your way you just got caught up in another relationship. um it's going to be there. Yeah, I can't reiterate it enough. Take some time to heal and get to know yourself outside of this other person. Maybe make it a very friendship centered relationship with the intent of, I do want to move forward with you. I do care for you. I do see a future with this new relationship, but I just got out of some heavy bullshit. So I really need your patience as I get to know myself again. But like, still keep up, maybe, go see a movie once a month, text with them during the day, still maintain that connection, okay? Now we're going to get some last minute oracle messages. I'm trying to keep this under an hour and I don't know where I am right now. Let's see. Last minute oracle messages for Moon in Pisces. Woo! Out of the frying pan into the fire. There's so much symbolism here with the fish going up river, getting caught up again in a relationship. Oh, we've got caterpillar. That's nice. There is change here. That's good. Metamorphosis is imminent, so you will be able to, I heard, change your spots a little bit. Oh, the rose, romance in the air. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm keeping this. Usually I don't. That's that eat a taco. This is the eat a taco. This is I'm keeping it because they gave me the feeling of, bitch, relax. Relax, breathe, eat a taco, drink some water, take a shower, read a book, go to Pilates. Get to know yourself a little bit. Hermit energy, bitch, Come on here. Couple more. Not all at once. Fairy godmother. Ooh, blessings, healing. Yeah, there's that dagger. Blessings, healing, a wish. Oh, star energy. Okay, oh, that's Aquarius energy. So the thing with the star is it's a new direction. It's recalibrating your inner GPS to go towards a different goal. It's literally the star that we hitch our journey towards, right? One more. One more. Just one more. Moon phases, that's a given. I'll take that, but I want one more. Oh, I said one. Let's see what we got here first. And then I'll take one more. Fairy godmother, eat a taco. Metamorphosis, but the caterpillar, metamorphosis is imminent. Make it weird. So when they say make it weird, I always get the message that they want you to go back to your purest self, no matter how um, no matter how quirky that may have been. Okay, you've got the dagger here. That's the remnants of the old relationship. It's fear, worry, and a tense situation. Yeah, because that asshole was a fucking devil in disguise. Moon phases. Yeah, we've got the moon in Pisces right now. And in the next day or two, it's going to go into Aries. And then you've got the rose here. Romance is in the air. I do want one more, please. Just one. Okay, Venus, really? Venus energy. That's Libra and Taurus. That's also Empress energy. Beauty, harmony, balance, aesthetic, yeah. Love and romance, desire, justice. But it's also drama, vanity, being superficial. Okay. Okay, there. That's the. Okay, remember you are water. I'll end it there. Remember you are water. You got a lot of water energy. Oh, okay. With the fish here, the fish energy. You got the Knight of Cups. Fish energy has been coming through the cards the last few readings. If you want to back up and watch some of those, you've got, remember, you are water. Cry, feel, cleanse, flow, and let it go. Okay, don't jump into this too quick. It is going to be here for the long haul. Ask for, not ask, don't even ask, demand. Set your boundaries. Okay, my boundaries are, holy shit, you are incredible. I do want a relationship with you. However, I am in a energy of healing right now, so please give me some time. Okay, remember you are water. Flow, cleanse, heal, and let yourself cry about it. Okay, that's what I have, everybody. Thank you for sticking with me. I hope to see you again in a couple days when I come back with the moon readings and another collective reading. I'm going to be busy this weekend. That's why I pre-recorded. So, whew, that was a that was something. All right. Everybody, I'll see you in a couple days. Make good choices. Till I see you again later. Okay, thanks. Bye.